Hello. Ugh. Give me 1 second. That was where we are still setting up. You think I would get better about setting up on the we'll start soon screen. We got news. We upgraded our league. So we were here. We were here at some point, and then we graduated to here, and then now we're here. I wish here had a name. I wish they at least had names. You've been promoted to to Explorer League. Oh, okay. So we got promoted to Explorer League. I don't know if there was any perks that came with it, but streak wheel. Keep a streak of 3 by Saturday. Come back on Saturday. We only have 16 score. But hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Dun-dun-dun. I said here to here. I never even fixed the browser. Y'all looked at a black screen. Probably just agreeing with me. Let's see if we can fix that. Right here. Look at all of our progress. Look at our progress we've made so far. We went through variables and data, working with variables, operators, decisions, and loops. We're finally out of the loops. Now we're on arrays, and we're almost done with arrays, and then we start working on functions. We do have a few challenges at the end. That's exciting. That's exciting. Huh? Your leg went numb. That's no bueno. We got Blaze here in the background. She's here again. Still off work. Yeah, I have one of those. No, that's fine. I can use my vape. Shit. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, so declaring arrays. There are a couple of ways to declare an array. The most simple one is using the brackets. For example, const array equals empty brackets. This declares an empty array, and you can add elements in it as you wish. We will cover adding elements in the next lecture. If you want to declare an array with values, all you have to do is write the values inside of the brackets separated by a comma. Const array equals 5, 10, a string of hello, comma, false, a boolean, comma, 20, comma, and another string for turtle. There's another way we can declare an array using the new keyword. We haven't learned about objects and classes yet, so I can't explain exactly how they work yet. The syntax looks like this. Const array equals a new array, 2, 5, 1, 3, 7. Keep in mind, when using this method, you'll write only one number inside of the parentheses. That number will be taken as the length of an array and not a single element. For example, const array equals new array 10. This won't give us an array like, 10 inside of the array. It will give as an array of length 10 with undefined values. So it's undefined 10 times. That's pretty interesting, actually. That's a pretty interesting way of explaining it. That's another thing that I don't use often enough. But maybe it's very situational. The new array method of declaring arrays is older and should not be used very often. You should use brackets instead. Arrays can include any type of variables, strings, numbers, booleans, and everything else. Use const to declare arrays even when the values inside change. You can still add add, remove, and change values inside of it if you declare it with const, because the actual value of the variable doesn't change. It's still the same array. Okay? Declare an array called big R with 10 elements. Okay, const big array, const small array, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And small array is 1, 2, 3. No need to print them, just declare them with the right names and the right number of elements. Heyo! Saw 7 challenges on the first try, so we just completed one of our weekly goals. Did good, did good. Okay, so looping through arrays. Let's say we want to loop through an array and access each element one by one. Even if we don't know how many elements the array has, we can use a for loop to iterate through every element. We can use the array.length property to get the numbers of elements an array has. For example, const array equals 52, 125, 52, 39, 71. We can actually console.log the array length, which will give us 5. We can use this in a for loop to loop through the array. So const array equals tiger, elephant, and cat for let I equals 0. If I is less than array.length, add 1 to I. And then we're going to console log array, the array's index. That's what we're using I for there. This outputs tiger, elephant, and cat. This works because we use the variable I as an index to get the next element every iteration. For I, first I is 0, giving us the first element. Next iteration it is 1, giving us the second. And next it is 2, giving us the third. And 3 is not smaller than array.length. Yeah, is not smaller than array.length, which is 3 at that time, so the program stops there. You are given an array called numbers. Print the last 5 elements of the array using a for loop. Okay, so for let I equals 0, if I is less than numbers dot length, add 1 to I. So this starts our for loop. And then we need code to execute. So print the last 5. Print the last 5. So if we put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we want the last 5 of that. So we don't. I think we just need to change where I starts. I could be wrong. All right, if I I feel like it's like if I is less than 5, then if I is less than 5, No, that won't work. I might be overthinking it a little bit. To print the last 5. See, if it was the first 5, it would be easier. If it's the last 5, print. So if I is less than 5. Huh. Array called numbers. Print the last 5 elements of the array. Let I equal 0 if I is less than numbers.length. Add 1 to I. And so far, it doesn't seem to be. Not a big deal anyway. Watch a movie. Late Night with the Devil. That definitely sounds like a pretty interesting title. Mm-hmm.
Where?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. What math can we use to determine that we're only returning the last 5 digits? Sorry, we're going to be using hints here. The only difference in printing every element and printing the last element is the index at which you start. So if you can get the number of elements in the array by using array.length, you can also get the index at which you need to start with using basic math. The index should start at 5 less than the number of elements. The only difference in printing every element and printing, so I is starts at 5. I is less than 5. Let results no. I is less than 5. I is greater than 5. Then console log I. Where do do we get? So we got 6. That's not right. We should be getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, your for loop should look something like this. For let I equal array dot length minus 5. For let... Really? I'm underthinking it that hard? Let I equal array dot length minus 5. So it's numbers, or let I equal numbers dot length minus 5. And I is less than array dot length. Add 1 to I. So we won't need this part. Console log I. Alright, for let I equal numbers dot length. So this is gonna get all of the numbers, subtract it by 5. And if I is less than the array dot length, add 1 to I. Yeah, I didn't think that was quite right either. Array is not defined. Oh, because I'm an idiot. Alright, numbers.length. Add 1 to I. Okay, what are we still doing wrong here? It's not in the loop. Now it's in the loop. Okay, so we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of 7. But I equals numbers.length minus 5. So if we have 7 starting at 2. Really? What was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Why are we going all the way back to 2? I feel like it should have been more like, copy this. Alright, so let I equal numbers.length. Minus 5. So it's the length, which is 7. Subtract 5. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then add 1 to I, which would make it 3. And then from there, it should be if I is less than numbers dot length, no. I is less than numbers dot length console log. No. If we had another one, I, it would be wrong. What is this throwing a fit about? Space there? No. What is this throwing a fit about? Or let I equals numbers dot length minus 5. Because now we're missing an argument. So if I is less than numbers dot length, add 1 to I. Add 1 to I. So maybe run this code, add 1 to I, and then console log I. Okay, no, now we're skipping by 2s, but we are starting at the proper number, but we're skipping by 2s. Oh my goodness. Alright. So why is this one starting at 2? Does this? Doesn't it? We want it to be in the loop. That way it prints out. Because we're printing out. We're printing out before the increment. Oh, and I ran out of daily. On this one problem, we haven't even been live for an hour. Well, that's rough. That is rough. Alright, well, be right back as we figure out what we can do in the meantime. Alright, so we just pulled up just an online IDE so we can figure out what the issue is. That'll even work. the arrays. Five undefined. Five zeros. Not quite sure. This one has me pretty stumped. Three, four, five, six. We want it to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I if I less than what happens if I think it's gonna make it skip. Ain't even gonna do that. Hey, it's gonna give me nothing. Four and six. Outline. Playing. Length. What if there's no code? I feel like we tried to do this earlier. feel like we need to store. Report. Yeah, 0. This one has really stumped me. Sure. Numbers that length. 7 minus 5.
Wait, I knew.
For let I equals numbers dot length minus 5. That's our first set of code. Numbers dot length count to 7 minus 5 is 2. If I is less than numbers dot length, 2 is less than 7. Add 1 to I. Console
No,
log
don't
it.
be drawing on my. Don't be drawing on my doors. I better that marker captive.
King of Dork Sire. Your mom isn't talkative, but I'm still here /.
Thanks, Dorkshire. Sorry, we already got stumped on literally the first challenge of the day, and I didn't have any type of hints to go through. So we already ran out of our daily submissions.
King of Dork Sire. I know I've been watching.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Dorkshire. I thought you meant like you just got here. Not talkative today. It's been rough.
King of Dork Sire.
I have
LMAO,
no idea.
I just have no idea.
Dude, I'm so stumped. So stumped. Because it's not even getting to 7. Which if it counted 7, it'd be fine. But instead, it's starting at 6. If I is less than numbers.length. Okay, let's do it without the math.
King of Dork Sire.
Actually, you might know
I
this.
might know this.
What you got? I was about to break it down, that's for sure.
King of Dork Sire. Cat is stealing arm, gimme a SEC.
Cat is stealing arm, give me a... Got it. So we can't execute increments because it will cause us to start counting by 2 instead of 1. Like, obviously, we could cheat sheet the first challenge, but it wouldn't pass for the next. But I equals numbers out length minus 5. Oh. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 6. But we are counting to 7. Okay, so we are at least now counting to 7.
Add a -1 to the end of your number. Length. Typically the first in the array is 0. King of Dork Sire.
Possible answer.
Possible answer.
Add a -1 to the end of your number length. Typically the first in the array is 0. I equals number length -5. Okay, hold up. Add a -1.
King of Dork Sire.
Arrays count, yeah,
Arrays
0, 1,
count
2,
0,
3, 4,
1, 2, 3. King of Dork Sire. Next one.
Okay.
So this one here. I is less than equal to numbers
King
dot
of
length
Dork Sire. Yes.
-1. Then add 1 dot I. Oh. Okay. we lost our 7 that way. crosshair 7. What did you say, love? Nothing. I just took a second to process.
King of Dork Sire. Did you need a 7?
Yeah?
First it. Phony guys see back in the day. Have those
King of Dork
on
Sire.
the day
Oh.
words with
Mm-hmm.
the audience would be like, my brother Bobby.
Yeah.
It starts off that way. He finds a girl and a woman, a girl and her mom. Edmund killed himself. All right on that one. Fuzzy.
Right.
Okay. Up on stage again. They're about to go to break, and all of a sudden he's Ellen still looks a little phony, but he's skinny, brown, like. Accept this. I need you to accept this. My brain's about to fucking finish.
Right.
Oh, and the guy, wife dies. It was like about him. Wife dies.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Maybe.
But you. Oh, wedding ring. Accept this. I go back in his head and he starts about never. Guys like.
Did you need a 7? Yes. No, you're fine. So, Dorkshire, so what's happening here is we are wanting to get the last 5 digits of the array. So that would include 7. We want the 7. So with this, we finally got it to where 7 is there,
King of Dork
but we're
Sire.
iterating too much.
What numbers do you want?
In this case, we want 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this instance here, we're iterating 6 times instead of 7.
King of Dork Sire. Oh.
But I equals numbers dot length minus 5 if I is less than or equal to numbers dot length. Add 1 to I. What gave us our 7. Well, we're iterating 1 extra time, yeah? So what happens if we change that to a 4? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
King of Dork Sire. Laid ba 22 loo bounce, laid ba 22 loo bounce, laid ba 22 loo bounce, laid ba 22 loo bounce.
So I just want to double check, make sure that this is working correctly. So 8, 9, 10. Run 6, 7, 8, 9 times.
Come here, Charlie.
1 second. So we got it. All right. So finally we got it. Dorkshire. What are those emotes? The emotes that appeared in in my little chat box that I have on the side of my screen is different than the emotes that you shared through the stream, so that's kind of funny.
King of Dork Sire.
They're weird.
They are weird.
Can you see them? Hold on.
King of Dork Sire.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're not Kirby's? You don't see the Kirby's?
King of Dork Sire. Laidba 22 no.
No. Yeah. The fuck? See, I saw that Kirby.
Are you talking Flashy?
Yeah, right
King
here.
of Dork Sire.
The King of Dorkshire
Laidba 22 Kirby Heart.
used like 4 Kirby's, but in my restream chat, they came out as a random person's head. I don't know who that person is.
King of Dork Sire. Spaverske Redkerb Spavertunes.
Yeah, like Kirby like jump dancing.
Oh, for me,
I can see why it looks that way
King
over
of
there.
Dork Sire.
No,
No,
they
they
are
are
the person's head,
head,
not
not
Kirby.
Kirby.
I am so confused right now.
but I will.
Okay, so you did the person's head, but on the on stream it came out as
Dorksire.
Kirby.
Ads.
Ads. How long? Should only be 1 minute.
One for you.
They should be only a minute long per hour now.
King of Dork Sire.
Putting
It's
me
putting
to
me to
sleep.
sleep / 30 more SECS.
30 more seconds. Yeah, so a minute. Minute long. Okay. So we at least got that. We just can't submit it. Oh. Push and pop.
King of Dork Sire. We are back, friend.
We are back. Right on. Yeah, I'm actually glad I turned those down for y'all. It's a little much. Like 15 minutes worth of ads an hour, I think is what it where it was at. It was a little too much. Oh, by the way, you're gonna see a test here. Actually, I don't want to go over that one. You're gonna see a test alert pop up here because I feel really bad because we had a new person yesterday and they did follow, but I didn't hear the alert, so I want to know if the overlay and alerts are freezing over time. Oh, Dorkshire, I got some points that I have to refund you. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's working. I don't know why I didn't hear their alert yesterday. Was I AFK? Yeah, I need to refund you channel points. I don't have the soundboard set up yet. I completely forgot about it until I saw that you did it a point redemption.
King of Dork Sire. LMAO.
Does it show you who it was through? I forgot who it was through. The extension? We can figure that out real quick.
King of Dork Sire.
No idea.
No idea.
We can figure it out real quick. Who was the soundster? I think it was like Blurp or something like that. Blurp. Who was the soundster? I think it was like Blurp or something like that. Blurp. It was Blurp. I don't have any sounds anymore. Where'd my sounds go? Man, we're gonna have to go through all of those. Excuse me? We can add TTS voices now? AI TTS voices? Let's go. Or maybe it was this. There they are. I found them. I'm gonna turn my display off just for this part here, just in case if there's like some like key or something. Browser audio alerts. Okay, audio alert should be working. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing working now. Try that again. Browser. Audio alerts. Alright. Now. Audio alerts. Should be back on.
King of Dork Sire. Spavertunes.
And then there's also a VOD track set up. I don't think I have VOD track set up yet, but VOD track alerts. We'll go here. Okay, and there you go. And we're gonna have Morgan Freeman, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Kind of looks like a bucket. SpongeBob.
You're gonna have Kermit. I don't know how many of these I can have. I'm gonna have Dobby. Patrick. Manage viewer TTS access. Okay, so unrestricted search and TTS.
King of Dork Sire. Sorry, I'm working on housework some. I'm lurking a lot.
Oh, dude, you're good. You're good. Unlockable text-to-speech. You can allow your viewers to automatically earn access to TTS instead of you needing to manually add the people you trust. They will earn access after spending a significant amount of bits, beats, or points on your channel. point requirement is disabled. Enforce TTS to say viewer name says before message. The ability for viewers to send multiple blurps back to back or send a TTS and blurp sounds in a single message. Enable global word censorship. Yes, please. Alerts can appear over your screen when a viewer redeems a TTS message. Okay. That should be set up now. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it should be in there now.
Have you or a loved one been experiencing symptoms such as coughing, wheezing, or shortness of breath? I'm sorry.
King of Dork Sire. He he he.
What the heck was that? What did I just hear as I was taking my headphones off? If you or a loved one is experiencing something. We'll add a lot more.
One been experiencing symptoms such as coughing, wheezing, or shortness of breath? I'm sorry.
Okay. Are you able to pick your own sound?
King of Dork Sire. Spaverkek, Spaverkek, Spaverkek.
That's pretty cool.
King of Dork Sire.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I thought I had to go in there and put stuff in for y'all. You know how many hours I've spent doing that stuff?
Time to rest.
Was that Sonic? Yep, that's Sonic.
King of
Where
Dork
did you come
Sire.
from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Got Oh man, I was wondering when that one was gonna stop. Alright. Said oops. What'd you oops? Let's work with adding and removing elements from an array. We already looked at the array.length property, which gives us the number of elements the array has inside. This will come in handy. Let's use the following array to explain adding elements. Const array equals tiger, dog, cat. The most commonly used way to add elements is using push method. We can add multiple elements at the same time as well. Array.push elephant, console.log array, and then we pushed in an elephant. We can also use the unshift method to add an element to the beginning of an array. This will make the new element the first element. We can also remove by using the pop method. This removes the last element of the array. We don't often have to remove elements. Similar to unshift, we can use shift to remove an element from the beginning. You are given two arrays, nums1 and nums2. Your job is to get the last element of nums1 and insert it as the first element of nums2. Okay, hold up. You are given two arrays, num1 and nums2, which I already forgot. We're gonna have to do it over here. Okay. And then nums1 equals this. Nums2 equals this. Okay. Then we have our function here. Move my chat out of my way here. Alright. And then let's go back to our instructions. Given two arrays, nums1 and nums2, your job is to get the last element of nums1 and insert it as the first element in nums2. Remove the last element of nums1, print nums1, then print nums2. Wow. So we're gonna have to store it somewhere. Feel like. Nums1 pop. Console log.
Yeah, this is big brain time.
L swap. Nums1. Okay, so 256, so we popped. Okay, and then nums2. What were we doing? The last element in nums1 and insert it as the first element of nums2, which was shift. Nums2 shift. How did that happen? And then console.log nums2. Which gave us 7282. I think shift wasn't the right word. Yeah, we weren't supposed to be removing. We were supposed to be putting in unshift. 67282. Six, 7, 2, 8, 2. 67282. Yeah, we didn't. Okay. All right. Hear me out. So let's let num equal an array, and then nums1 pop. We're gonna pop it into num. And we're going to unshift with num. The brain is braining, but it's braining the wrong way.
Halarov. Lurk.
Thank you for the lurk, Halor. Sorry, it's going to be probably quiet for the next 30 minutes. All right, everybody. I think that we've kind of hit our pinnacle point here today on how much we can do. I don't want to spend too much time unmuted, but, you know, just due to trying to protect everybody's ears, I try my best to, you know, keep things muted. But, you know, if I have to keep muting over and over and over again, I don't want it to be, you know, 1.5 hours of code and 1.5 hours of silence. So I will be continuing tomorrow. I appreciate everybody that came in, King of Dorkshire and Halor. And
King of Dorkshire.
Thank you.
Have a good rest
Thank
of
you.
your
You
day.
have a great rest of your day as well. But we did get the blurb up and running. I will have a little bit more done with that later on today. So be prepared to just kind of see some new features popping up there in the chat and some old features getting popped off. So thank you